One step to make your English powerful is to use English structure grammatically correct. This series will cover all basic important grammar points in a couple of weeks. It's fast, clear and easy to learn. Welcome to all those keen to develop their language skills. Let's get started. With the passage of time, we'll cover all parts of speech, that's articles, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, verbs, prepositions, and conjunctions. Today, I'm going to discuss articles. There are two types of articles: indefinite articles and definite articles. A and an are labeled as indefinite article and the is called definite article. A general simplified rule is common countable nouns take articles. If a common noun starts with a consonant sound, it takes a. I saw a man in our street. She bought a book. They used a laptop. So all these nouns, man, book, laptop, they are common countable nouns. So each noun starts with a consonant sound. Man starts with m sound. Book starts with b, and laptop, that's l sound. So we are placing a before these nouns. If a common noun starts with the vowel sound, it takes an. She eats an egg every morning. We saw an elephant in zoo. So these nouns, egg and elephant, they start with vowel sound. So that's why they take an egg, an elephant. If a common noun starts, it has already been identified, it takes the. For example, they made a deal, but the deal was broken in a week. So here, the deal in the second part of the sentence after but takes the definite article there, because this noun has already been mentioned in the first part. Let's look at their detailed usage. Indefinite articles, a and an, are used before countable nouns. The basic feature to be considered is countability. A few examples of countable nouns are book, table, egg, chair, cup, pen. Indefinite articles are also used when a noun stands for the whole class. That's what we call generic use of a noun. For example, a horse runs faster than a bow. Both a horse and a bow are representing their class. There is one exception, that is the word man. When man is used in generic form, it takes no article. So we say, man is the crown of creation. Here in this sentence, man stands for all human beings. Let's see when a noun takes no article. No article is used before means of transport if it's preceded by the preposition by. For example, she would go to her school by bus. Cambridge and London are connected by rail. You can go to New York from Paris by air. They decided to go to Bristol by boat. He preferred to go to Glasgow by plane. It took us 1 hour to reach Derby by car. The tourists had to travel by sea or by land. So here you can say these means of transport, bus, rail, boat, plane, car. So all these means of transport, they have got the preposition by before them. So between this preposition by and that noun, we cannot use any article, definite or indefinite. So it's wrong to say she would go to her school by a bus, or he would go to her school by the bus. Now, same is the case with all others. That's very important. Let's move on. No article is used before means. For example, they have breakfast at 7 in the morning. We arranged a seminar after lunch. He brought a cake for tea. They had supper after watching the match. We went out for dinner. So the nouns used for meals here: breakfast, lunch, tea, supper, dinner, have no article before them. No article is used with names of seasons. For example, it snows in winter in Cambridge. Our garden is full of roses in spring. Summer is over. Autumn is here. So these 4 names of seasons: winter, spring, summer, autumn, have no article before them. No article is used in newspaper headlines. For example, record is broken. PM addresses new conference. So here the noun record PM, that's Prime Minister, and new conference. We don't see any articles. This is a common practice in newspaper writing. We can call it a journalistic writing. Headlines and subheadings normally omit articles. No article if a noun refers to its function. For example, do they go to college every day? You need to attend school for 10 years. I spent 4 years at university to graduate in IT. He was admitted to hospital yesterday. No article if a noun refers to its function. For example, the priest meets all learners in temple at 5 in the morning. Ahmed goes to mosque every Friday. Dave goes to church every Sunday. Criminals are sent to prison for punishment. In all these sentences, nouns used refer to the institutions, that is, their functions, the system. College, school, university, hospital, temple, mosque, church, prison. So, all these nouns. We are here using them, considering their functions. We use the definite article if those nouns refer to the physical objects. That means the building. For example, you can see the temple round the corner. The university is 10 miles away from the church. There are 10 barracks in the prison. The college is painted blue. The hospital is opposite the mosque. So here, these nouns, they refer to the building. So that is a physical object. And if we use in that sense, so we use the definite article with them. The definite article is used with the names of families. For example, the Beckhams, the Bells, the Doggans, the Smiths, the Hanks, the Roberts, the Dapps. These are some famous families, rich families in England and America. So these family names are used with their proper names. If you must be familiar with the famous footballer from England, David Beckham. So he belongs to the family, the Beckhams. There is a very famous actor in the States, Johnny Depp. He comes from the Depps family. That's all. The definite article is used with heavenly bodies. For example, The sun rises in the east. The moon is beautiful. The stars are twinkling in the sky. The Mars is called the red planet. These nouns used for heavenly bodies, sun, moon, stars, Mars, all take the definite article. The definite article is used before the names of rivers and oceans. For example, the Cam flows in Cambridge. The Thames flows in London. British naval exercises have been reported in the Pacific. The Atlantic is the deepest ocean. Jeddah is located on the Red Sea. So these names of rivers and oceans, Cam, Thames, Pacific, Atlantic, Red Sea, all take the definite article. The last but not the least, let's look at the sounds of these articles. First, indefinite articles. Each indefinite article has two pronunciations. It has one pronunciation for strong form and one for weak form. So its strong form is pronounced A. Its weak form is pronounced A. This is schwa sound. Is a schwa sound, and it is the weakest sound in English sounds. Any syllable that has got this sound, that is unstressed. Same is the case with an. Its strong form is pronounced as an, and its weak form as un. Un, that is with schwa. Let's look at the examples. I asked for a pen, not a pencil. So a here, a pen, that is, I've used strong form because this noun is used here in contrast with pencil. So whenever we like to show the contrast, so we use the strong form with the first noun. The second example is, she's advised to eat an egg, not 3 eggs. So again, this number that is in contrast with 3. The basic rule is that strong forms are used when we like to show the contrast. Otherwise, we use in everyday speech, we use weak forms. Let's look at the sounds of the definite article. The definite article, it has 3 pronunciations. One is for strong form, and it is the. It's a long sound, E sound. You can see here after I, that sign, just like 2 dots. Whenever we have got this sign, so that means we must lengthen the sound. All long vowels, they have got this sign at the end. So this is the. And then we have got two forms of pronunciation for weak forms, that is the and the. So one is with schwa, the, and one is with e sound, the. And this one, e here, it's not the long sound, it's the normal sound, e, the. Again, just like indefinite articles, we use the strong form just to show the contrast. For example, I expected you to bring the book, not the bag. So I'm contrasting book with the bag. So the first noun, book, that should have that strong form. Now the usage of weak forms, that is also rule governed. We say the when it precedes a noun that starts with a consonant sound. Look at these nouns: car, book, table. Each noun starts with a consonant sound: k, b, t. So when we use definite article, the definite article before them, so we'll pronounce it as the car, the book, the table. We say the when it precedes a noun that starts with the vowel sound. Look at these nouns: egg, elephant, eye. So these nouns, they start with a vowel sound. When we pronounce the definite article before them, we will pronounce it as the egg, the elephant, the eye. I always give my students one example to feed their memory, and it is easy for their memory to save it, to have these two forms, two pronunciations of the definite article when we use the and when we use the. It's a very simple example. So let's look at the example. We started our lessons in the morning and finished in the evening. So you can keep in your mind that this morning that starts with a consonant sound. So the definite article before this would be pronounced as the. Evening, that starts with a vowel sound. So the definite article before this will be pronounced as the. So that will just help you to keep this rule in your mind. That's very important. Thank you. Hope you liked some bits of this lesson. We welcome your valuable feedback. For more free lessons, please subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.